grab your ports, cowboy killers, black and miles, you know, wherever your vice is. I'm white owl whipping. You know, if you don't smoke, don't worry. Vibe out. We back in a minute. Feed the people. Spaced out, staring at light fixtures. Bubba cushion crown becoming my night mixture. It's been a shift in the city, they tryna creep around it. But I'm blim enough now for us to speak about it. Truthfully, we needed change the last 5 years. And musically, I'm out doing all of my peers. Filling voids they ain't found yet. Killing them with sound checks. Zip crawling to half-pound steps. A little loud flex, tell them Hefe's in it. Talent's well respected by those well indebted. Behind bills and regrets of blue cheese. See they dreams in my eyes, now they living through me. Watching on my journey, not one of them worry. Tell haters to scurry, more fire and flurries. My podcast doing better than your songs, and that's sad, cause each show at least an hour long. My podcast doing better than your songs, and that's sad, cause each show at least an hour long. My podcast doing better than your songs, and that's sad, cause each show at least an hour long.
This might be going nowhere. The podcast.
We're back. Thanks for coming out. This might be going nowhere. The podcast. I am Peoples 330, and I am with
none other than Ms. Pursley. That's NZ Dot. You already know.
So we are back. Long time coming. If you're hearing in the background those wonderful sounds of us, it's not just for promotion, but Feed the People is upon us.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I hope you guys are enjoying everything. If you're hearing this and it's out, if you're hearing this early and it's not, know that it's amazing. Thank you, everyone who's helped. But we are here. And this episode is episode 7.
7.
And it's titled Kryptonite. So
Kryptonite. I'm on that Kryptonite. I'm on that.
Is it that song. Early though? What song is that? Who made
Kryptonite.
That? By who?
I don't know.
Oh, she's trying to get to them crickets early. We go hold on. Okay, so this episode we're going to touch on Kryptonite is basically we wanted to talk about what Kryptonite is to yourself, what it is to other people, what Kryptonite might be, and times you may have fell victim to it.
Purple Ribbon All Stars.
Okay, yeah. But, I mean, that was, if you guys heard all that clicking in there, that was Purge trying to get back some credibility when she just shout out that song.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Okay, Google helped with the assist.
Well, I'm not ashamed that I had to Google it because I don't remember who made it, but it was a dope song.
It was, off that Kryptonite. I would have even taken 3 Doors Down Kryptonite. You know what? We're not going to go there. So we're going to start off.
So you want crickets?
I mean, I don't think that 3 Doors Down is Kryptonite.
Versus Purple City All Stars?
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying at least if you would have told me something, you would have guessed something, even if it would have been completely wrong.
Everybody know how it goes. Kryptonite. I'm on that Kryptonite. I mean, come on now. That was obvious.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to be just talking about weaknesses, times that you fell victim to a kryptonite that you have, character flaws, and we'll be talking about that in relationship with other people too. What
the fuck was that?
So, other people is too. Look how early that was. But we'll start on a slightly somber note. I want to rest in peace to XXX Tentacion. If you've been under a rock and you haven't heard what happened, of course, he was robbed for what appears to be now a Louis bag and about $50,000 in cash. And they've caught all
except for one of the suspects. One of the suspects is already asking who the witnesses are and if anybody else is cooperating that was caught, because he doesn't want to be odd man out doing 40 years while everybody else does 10. I think that I have no remorse for him, and you'll get whatever time that you get. All of you need to be put under the prison. That was just disgusting. And that's that. But also, on another note, R.I.P. to my granddad, Bobby Lewis, Robert Lewis.
Rest in peace.
Bob Lou, shout out. He did make the album, and in more ways than one, it's going to be very, very dope. I cannot wait for you guys to hear that. But his death did allow me time to get closer with family that I did not know and did not have relationships with. So it was not in vain. So rest in peace to you, Bobby Lou. Now, let's get straight to the shit, because we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, yes. The shit.
In news, I don't know if everyone else is aware, Lil Wayne is officially free and clear from Cash Money. Either ways, he didn't get, I think it was like $90 million. He definitely is not getting that. But I think he probably settled for somewhere around 30. So Birdman's going to be probably liquidating some assets.
Liquidating assets.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But yeah, so Lil Wayne is free. He signed directly to Universal. And this, I think...
Oh, wow. I didn't know he signed to Universal.
Yep, he signed directly to the company. And Carter 5 will be coming out. So I know if it's anything like what happened that we finally heard, and this kind of hurt my heart. And I actually do still like a song or two off this project, but the T. Wayne project that I think should have came out years ago that they had finally released last year, they got like a lukewarm reception. I do think because it's dated, but I think some of those songs, like two of those songs I really was fucking with then, I think the Carter 5 will have that same energy where it's like, yeah, it's good, but it's dated.
Not. Let's hope not.
No, I mean,
Let us hope not.
We will, but that's the feeling I got. And I'm more excited for his project after that and what he's able to do now that he's paid and has that freedom to do what he wants. So before I skip ahead to anything else we have in the outline, while we're on that same note, it's interesting because Drake also read up on his project, and he read up a deal instead of like being a free agent, so to speak, like LeBron. He actually signed straight to the parent company as well, Universal. So he has OVO.
Universal out here.
Yeah. Because I think what this actually sends a message, I think the way Universal they're doing business is before anyone has a chance to play the market and them to be associated with what Cash Money was doing, what Birdman was doing with the money, I think they said, let's throw these motherfuckers a number that's so crazy there's no need to shop around. And then you re-up that deal. And I think you got Drake and Lil Wayne to sign quietly. It wasn't they didn't go on tour. They didn't have meetings with Hove. You know, they didn't have meetings with anybody else, Sony, no other label. They just signed straight to the parent company. So it kind of shows that Birdman was fucking up the books. Other news. So Purs, Cardi B and Offset.
They had a baby.
Yes.
Yeah, Cardi B and Offset had a baby.
Yes, and I think.
And guess what they named the baby?
No, hold on. Let me guess.
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Brittany.
Denied.
No, it's not. That's guess number 1.
Catherine.
Denied.
It's not Catherine. You got 1 more guess. It's 3. Now you're on your 3rd guess now.
Let's go with.
What? Let me give
Tracy.
you a hint.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Wait, before you take your answer back.
Okay.
Let me give you a hint.
Give me a hint.
What do you do it for?
I do it for the motherfucking culture! So, shout out to Baby Culture.
Shout out to Baby Culture, spelled with a K.
Yes. I think that was original at first. I'm not gonna lie.
That
I was
is quite original.
I was ready to shit on it, and I was ready to shit on the name, not on the baby, of course. I love children, but I mean, that sounded weird too. But,
Thanks for the clarification.
No, but I think that the name at first, I'm like, well, your album was called Culture, and you guys feel like you're setting the culture and you are the culture, but is that worth naming your child that?
They brought the culture into the world.
Yeah, but then I think that if you're an artist, you would want to have those double entendres and play with that. Maybe a part of me is hating, but it's not a bad name. It's spelled with a K. I think for a girl, though, it still sounds a little weird just because it sounds masculine. I think that if
I like masculine names for girls.
Okay. I'm not arguing that. But I just think that if it was a boy, it would have been a doper sounding name, Culture.
Anyways.
But I'm not mad at that because culture when you think about the word culture, it should not be gender based. So anyway, welcome. Let's keep it there with that same energy though. Offset arrested for gun possession.
Yo, segue.
Listen, you know I'm having some mean effects.
Segue semantics.
Offset. Here's my thing. I was talking to one of the bros, and I was
Segue
like,
shenanigans.
I can't understand how anyone could feel sorry for Offset. I just want to paint this. I want to paint this. You know, I don't like prison especially for our people, especially on dumb shit. But I want to paint this picture now. So you get pulled over in a car
in Georgia
with a firearm. Now, you are a millionaire. You are highly successful, and you are hot right now. Not even just like a millionaire like Nelly, but you're not hot.
So I'm definitely riding around with a gun on me.
If you're a millionaire and you're riding around with a gun on you, and let's just say, I don't know, you don't want to have armed security that I don't know, the record label would probably pay for, but let's avoid all of that.
It's coming out of your fucking profits.
Hey, but let's even avoid all of that. Why not say just have, I don't know, somebody else there that says, hey, bro, if we get pulled over with this gun, it belongs to me.
Hey, that's pretty good.
How about you have a driver, you're being driven, you know what? How about the fact that you're newly married and you have a child that's not even a month old, not even 2 weeks old, and you're already behind bars?
I would have been like, look what they did to Triple X. I'm definitely riding around with my piece on me. I'm not saying I feel sorry for him.
You gotta have a fall guy.
I'm just saying
you're too rich.
I don't not understand either.
No, but I'm saying
I do not understand.
No, I feel you, but there's no excuse. That's my point. There's no excuse for you to get caught. But there's
definitely a reason.
No, I mean there's a reason, yes, but you're stupid for being arrested and not having anyone. No. You could be sorry, but
I'm sorry you got caught. I don't feel bad for you.
But nigga,
I'm sorry you got caught.
I mean, there's not a single.
I feel you.
You know how many niggas on Instagram
I can't say I wouldn't be right around here with a.
Listen,
come on.
Listen. But what I'm saying is, do you know if you put out a post and say, "Hey, I just want somebody to ride with me in case the law fuck with me," do you know how many niggas on IG, how many niggas on Twitter, how many niggas on Facebook, how many niggas on Snapchat will say, "Hey, bro, I'll ride with you. I got you. Whatever happens, I got you." Because you wouldn't even have to say no more than that. Niggas don't know what you mean. In other news, LeBron goes to LA. So, of course,
I'm now an LA fan.
Of course, unless you've been under a rock, you know that this was happening. I'm going to have an episode. We're going to talk about this and break down. But LeBron and LA made LA Brian, as we call him now. It makes sense. He's going to be in Space Jam 2. He's starring in it. His Spring Hill Productions is already green light in movies. Yeah. What?
What?
What'd you say?
I said La LeBron.
And you just is dying
I
for the crickets,
I can't help it. I'm just like, yo, it's LA. Listen.
Now here was.
I'm rooting for LeBron. I'm like, again.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where he goes and plays.
That's a fact, and I got a shirt for that. I think we're gonna do as well.
I'm like, just put his name on the shirt and stop. Like you just.
here's my thing. I think that we thought that Kawhi Leonard was going to, from the Spurs, he was going to be traded to the LA Lakers where he wanted to be, and being arguably the third best player in the NBA, people assumed, damn, now Bron has to work with. But they sent him to the Raptors in the East because Greg Popovich is not going to watch him go to the NBA Finals. So I guess we'll see if I just got off the phone. Shout out to my pops. Shout out to Sean Bates. But
shouts out.
He thinks he's delusional and thinks that they'll trade Kawhi Leonard to the Raptors. From the Raptors to the Lakers before the trade deadline in February. I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, I'm excited for Bron. I'm excited to see what the new 16s is going to look like. I know a lot of fucking Laker fans out there are extremely happy. Whatever. I'm a Boston Celtics fan, and I'm happy that LeBron is where he wants to be. That's period. So shout out LA Bron. Now this is something that I wanted to talk about. You know, I can't have a podcast without talking about dumbass Donald Trump.
You are fake news.
Not you. 12 Russian agents.
Your organization.
Did you see the meme?
Been brought up on charges.
Of him sitting on Putin's lap?
Yes, I've seen that.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen
that.
Listen. Donald Trump, I said that you should resign as soon as possible.
I refuse to say his name. She's 45.
Yeah. And there's actually, funny that they mentioned is, not only did he say, you know, he could pardon himself, which is hilarious, that if you're so innocent, why would you have a fucking need to pardon yourself or even make a joking comment about it?
I know how to swim through backlash. You know, I know how to float. I could tread water through backlash.
It's just,
I don't care.
You could not, when I watch, it seems like when I turn on CNN or MSNBC, because you know I don't fuck with the other one, it seems like I'm actually watching an episode of Scandal. I could not make up the shit that I see, and just tuning in for 20 minutes is...
I can't.
It's hilarious to me. So they brought...
I am not entertained.
Russian agents have found to be tampered with the election. And of course, Donald Trump, I don't know. I'm so shocked that, you know, I just really hope that this all goes away fast and get back to the business.
Tampering? What's tampering?
Right. They got the receipts, nigga.
Define tampering. No, I can tell you about Hillary. Hillary and tampering.
And they actually hacked her emails as well. And I think that it was funny though. I'm fried, so excuse me for losing my place. But I think it was funny. There was a shirt being sold in Walmart, and it was a jersey. And it said, where the name of the player was, it said impeach, and for the number it had 45. And there actually was some of his supporters that were trying to get the shirt taken down. And I think it's hilarious that they couldn't get the T-shirt pulled. And it's like, you've never seen these kind of things with good old 44, huh? White folks.
He wasn't 44.
What?
He was actually President Barack Hussein Obama.
No. I know that.
Not the angry Cheeto. Not the angry Cheeto.
Okay, wait. All right. So the Russian agents found to have been tampering with elections, tampering with Hillary team's email, but we know there's going to be a lot more of that. So fuck you very much. I just want to let that out there. All right, on to other things.
Fuck
Meek,
you very much.
Now, Meek Mill, you have put out incredible music.
Free Meek again?
It may possibly be. The judge is... It's to the point that her own attorney had leaked audio came out.
Free Meek.
And the audio was saying, like, she looks like a fucking joke, right? She looks fucking terrible right now. And, you know, it just... Everyone is on Meek's side. And this is her attorney now saying this, and TMZ just released that leaked audio of him saying that somebody recorded
TMZ
him.
is on it.
I mean, TMZ is fucking everywhere. I need a TMZ check. I need a fucking TMZ check. I wish I could find out some dirt on one of these motherfucking crooked ass politicians.
They've got former KGB agents in there.
Shit.
There's former Russian agents working
them
for
niggas
TMZ.
doing for Lifetime Uber Eats.
They are catching everything,
$30,000 is amazing to me. But yeah,
do these people have families that work for TMZ?
They're not letting Meek go. They're not. I mean, she's not dropping it. She's not dropping the bone. Everyone else is saying. So we don't know. She could potentially lock him back up again.
She does no, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
I want to say
she's black. That's the part that's fucked up about all of this. Not only do they come from the same hood in the same area, she's black. You're a queen. And it's like, we get it. Meek's been out here acting crazy.
Every court had jesters.
Yeah, she's a clown. She's definitely a clown.
There were definitely jesters.
Speaking of jesters, that was a beautiful segue. Tekashi 6ix9ine had been kidnapped.
Gotcha, bitch. Reportedly.
Yo, we gonna get to it in a second. Let me tell you. Let me set it up for y'all.
I have to add in reportedly.
Let me set up how this came to me because this is like breaking news, and I'm sure as this podcast has came out,
breaking news,
we will know even more that will unfold from this story.
He's apparently called, what's his face?
So
twice.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, yeah, DJ Academic.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready, and I'm like, yo, Purs, if there's anything else newsworthy. Yo, Purs, if there's anything else newsworthy.
Now you see you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Did you see that? Newsworthy? Tekashi's already fucking up the show. He's like a virus. So if there's anything newsworthy, make sure that you send it to me so I can add it to the outline in the show. And I'm like, it's pretty dope, though, that we're going to get to go on today's Sunday, and we're recording. I said other outlets have already let off their clip. And I'm like, we'll be able to catch anything that may break on the weekend. So, sure enough, as I'm getting ready to go into work, all of a sudden, my fucking phone goes off, and it's DJ Academic's YouTube, and it's like, Tekashi 6ix9ine robbed, beaten, kidnapped, $750,000 worth of jewelry.
They then took his chain.
Wait.
They've stolen the rainbow.
Wait. So, I guess reportedly, Tekashi 6ix9ine was there's been two different stories now, and one of the stories was the one that
they took the leprechaun and then stole his Lucky Charm.
Yeah, they pulled up, they hit his car that he was being driven in.
They blocked.
No, that's another one. That's another one. One was he was blocked in the driveway of his home. He was followed. The other one, he was leaving somewhere and his driver was hit. And they took the driver's phone, kidnapped him, took him to the house after beating him in the car repeatedly.
Yeah, ran in on his baby mama and the kid.
Yeah.
Snatched the jewelry.
No. They had him call her and say, bring the jewelry down.
Oh, see, in the other story, they went in.
Mm-hmm. So... Now here's this is all I'm saying about. I'm not saying this is a Soldier Boy story that we're having. I'm not saying that. And I seen the mugshot not the mugshot. I've seen the hospital bed. Well, let me ask niggas this, because shout out to all my battle rap niggas out there.
How did he get out of the situation?
Wait.
Is what I'm not yet to discover.
Wait, I don't want to forget this. There's a picture of him posted beaten with a swole, it looks like a swell on his face over his eye, and he's taking a picture. But it looks like he's actually like prepped himself to take the picture, not like a distressful and passed out. Somebody snuck a shot. It's like, all right, y'all ready? Okay, I'm ready. Let me see that shot. How's that look? And it's like, it's a lot of niggas that are taking these posts of pictures from the bed. Shout out New Jersey Twerk, who was on the battle rap community out there. Shout out Battle Rap Bullies and EBC, every bar counts. Shout out my family out there. But everybody out there, New Jersey Twerk, you got out that battle with Danny Myers. I'm not saying you weren't sick, but for you to take the selfie, a hospital bed shot, it just looks bad. And it looks bad when Tekashi does it, and it's like, it looks like somebody asked him, yo, bro, I should hit you real quick before you make that move. You know, and it just looks that way. And the fact that he trolls so much, nobody even feels.
No, right.
There's no sympathy.
Well, they're all laughing at you.
Yeah, they're like, you're a clown.
They're all going to laugh at you.
There's a lot of clown juice that's all over this nigga.
But
and it follows
again,
him
my
everywhere
question stands. How the hell did he get out of the situation?
Okay, so this is how this nigga escaped. I guess he was able to get loose and jump out the back of the truck and run.
So he really did jump out the car, reportedly.
Yes, and then he flags down another car.
And jumped in the car with a stranger.
And somebody
saved him.
Yes, and somebody, I guess, from the kidnappers, one of them jumped out of the truck to flee after him and then turned back around in fear of being seen.
Yes.
So
because the rainbow gold is not going to give you away.
Yeah. I mean,
you're not going to look guilty.
A man
later with the rainbow jewelry.
A man with a tatted face and rainbow all over him, jumping out of a car, half beaten, flagging down another car, will not draw any suspicion. But they did say that this took place around 4:30 to 5:30, so it was
a.m.
Yeah, a.m. So it
you
was.
Think the song in their car was playing? Well, is I should I save her? I wanna be saved.
Listen. Oh, and I don't want to. Speaking of the song, I heard the song that he was allegedly. You know, they said he was
with Nicki.
I watched
Kiki.
the video.
Wait, is that Kiki? No, it's not. Fifi. There you go.
Fifi.
Sorry, that's Kiki.
And he's like petting this Pomeranian, and he fucking is doing gun fucking fingers throughout the video. And
with
it looks
the
weird.
Fluff dog.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Mega faggot.
And he's like sitting. He's kneeled down in front of Nicki, and they're like, it's like almost Indian style, but it's not. It just looks weird. It's weird. The video just looks weird. They're in flowers, and she's like, if you're not gonna fuck me and Nicki, then you gotta go. And then she says Treyway, and it just feels like, I get it, Nicki, and I wasn't gonna comment on her yet. I get it, Nicki. You needed this look as you're building momentum for the album, and he's buzzing. But now you look at him, and it's like, Nicki, you might be getting a little bit of this clown juice. And it's like, if I'm looking at the moves Cardi B's making future-wise, Bruno Mars and, you know, this and that, and then I look at you doing the Tekashi. I did like the Uzi Vert joint. I like the Motorsport, whatever. But anyway, we'll find out pretty soon, I'm sure, if any of this is true or if this was an insurance scheme and this nigga was trying to get he was chasing some more clout. 50 Cent versus Floyd.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Now, if we're talking about clout being a kryptonite of Tekashi 6ix9ine,
yo,
we could say that clout is also a little bit of a kryptonite and relevancy for Floyd and 50 Cent.
Both.
And they've both been like bros with each other, but it seems like 50 always takes a jab at him, and he took a jab. It was a picture of Floyd with his son. His son had just graduated, and he was like, yeah, he said, now he can help you. He'll be able to read and write anything for the champ.
Shots fired!
And it was just like, that was the caption he put under the picture, and he always finds it. So then, like, it was a picture of a girl saying that Floyd was with, like, no, I left him because I'd rather instead of having things that I love and never being in love as being happy, I didn't want to have his baby. Damn, champ. I mean, 50 Cent put a caption like, well, how'd she say she rather have love than the money after you done blew $1 million? Damn, champ.
Oh, hell no. Shots fired! hard.
You always losing to these bros over here. And it was just like,
damn, 50.
50 been gotta go hard.
Chill, 50.
So hold on. I wanna pull this up because I want to be accurate.
Dang, 50. Why you gotta go so hard on a man? But I mean, Floyd really do be,
I mean, Floyd hadn't,
extra.
Floyd never picks with 50 Cent. So
no, he doesn't.
So it was like he'll say little shit to him. I can tell they've been in fights. I want to set the scene for y'all. He said, Curtis Confidential Informant Jackson, you're mad because your oldest son, Marquise's mother, doesn't want to be with you. Your son, your own flesh and blood, don't want nothing to do with you. You haven't had a hit song on the radio in who knows when, and you're definitely not hot enough to even sell records anymore, so Interscope dropped you. You're jealous of any rapper, athlete, or entertainer that's hot or got something going on for themselves. You're a certified snitch. We got the paperwork to prove it. You talk about Ja Rule, but you stole his whole style.
You stole it.
And ran with it.
And it ran with it.
You're the only self-proclaimed gangster that never put work in. You need to pay homage to the real 50 Cent. You still in his name and his storyline. Your claim to fame was getting shot numerous times and living to tell it. And you think that's gangster? Where at? You currently living in a fucking apartment in Jersey. And you're currently somebody else. You're always in someone else's business to stay relevant. You should have just become a blogger. It's obvious you don't have nothing going on in your life and you're mad that Kanye West ended your career. The only thing you got going on is power, and everyone watches that because Ghost is the dope-ass character on a show. You can lead a show and everyone will still watch Power. But you out here in the real world, I'm the real Ghost. That's not a mansion in Connecticut if you're in debt for it. That's a dump, a money pit, an oversized trap house. It was dope with Mike Tyson.
Yo.
Let me finish. It was dope when Mike Tyson had it in the late 80s and early 90s. But you can't afford it. Can't afford to maintain it. You're always talking about somebody who's broke. But last time I checked, it was you, Curtis Jackson, that filed bankruptcy, not Floyd Mayweather. So quick to gossip like a bitch.
Like a Mitch.
Shut up. Why don't you tell everybody how you got herpes? From a DJ. Where's your memes for that? Huh? Or better yet, post on how your Coca-Cola deal on nearly $300 million. You're a fucking liar.
Listen, let me tell you something. You're a liar.
And tell how that spinning G-Unit necklace that somebody got robbed for was fake. Just remember, I was with you every day. You and your driver, Bruce. Time out, G. Why is Bruce the name of 50 Cent's driver? It seems odd to me. I mean, we got Bruce Jenner, Bruce. Bruce just does not seem like Bruce. Curtis and Bruce riding in a... Listen, we're not going to go there. 50, you're my guy. I look up to you. You were one of the most intelligent businessmen. But let's get back to this ether because it's almost over. Why don't you tell everyone how your G-Unit necklace that somebody got robbed was fake? Just remember, I was with you every day, and your driver, Bruce, was my driver also. It's weird. I know all the bones. I know where all the bones are buried. So be easy, Curtis Jackson. And by the way, don't ask to borrow no more money from me.
Monster kill.
What the fuck is going on in hip hop? I cannot. Let me just say this. I cannot wait to get into mainstream hip hop. I'm going to have so much fun with you niggas. Well, Curtis, you're going to have to respond to him. I can't call you 50 right now because I have a lot of respect for 50. But this person that he is addressing is Curtis, you snitch.
They got the papers to prove it.
Got the papers to prove it. And Kanye West ended your career. Listen, this is going to be interesting.
Don't you forget, your driver, Bruce, was my driver also.
So 50 Cent.
Although Floyd, while you're calling someone a snitch, you did just tell a whole lot. That's the next paragraph.
On public social media.
And you're sounding kind of snitchy yourself.
Listen, I must have hurt your... let me get... Okay, 50 Cent claps back. I want to do this right before we end this segment. Because I had to talk about the chasing of relevancy and gloat and how it can tear friendships apart. So let me get 50. I must have hurt your feelings, champ. You had someone write a book. I'm going to take my time with this so I get it all out. We're not going to talk about your 11 domestic violence cases. Wait a minute. I'm going to do them in order. Remember, you asked for this. Get the strap. So it lets me know that there is no love lost. Get the strap. There's going to be no love lost in this. I don't know. I don't really like it just because it's messy. It seems very clown juice being poured all over these niggas. But
they're so extra right now.
They are. But these niggas is multi-hundred multi-millionaires, and Floyd is a billionaire, basically. So
and apparently walking around here with the herpes.
Yeah.
That he got from a DJ.
And listen, I'm going to be honest.
That he got from a DJ.
That is, No, that's 50. That's what Floyd said about 50.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But y'all cool, and I'm sure y'all have fucked the same chicks together. So I guess the moral of this story is, if you're extremely rich, then herpes can be looked over.
Say what?
Anyway,
move
right along from there.
Cops, or if you're a DJ, apparently.
Speaking of kryptonite, apparently blacks are white cops' kryptonite because they seem to be able to want to destroy us at every stop. There's also been another shooting.
They're in another one.
I mean, it just seems like you could I literally put in the notes,
and then they got white dude that went. Oh, the dude in Florida with the stand your ground, fuckery, fuckness, who shot a black man in front of his 5-year-old child after he went to approach his girl who was illegally parked because now he's the goddamn meter maid. Yeah. And now they're saying, well, he was justified because he didn't want to be further assault because he got pushed because he was running his mouth to some woman. Get the plum fuck out of here. And I'm just saying, you know what? No, I'm not going to say it. You know what? Because you guys know where I'm going with this. But none the fucking less, it's not okay.
It's not. And
we've got to stop beefing with each other long enough.
Facts.
So that we can figure out who the fuck to beef with and then beef with them hard as shit.
And while y'all niggas watching Black Panther, y'all realize that Black Panthers walked around with shotguns and assault rifles to protect our people. And a lot of these gangs that started off the principles that a lot of the Black Panthers were trying to bestow to protect our communities. We too busy killing each other. And I understand we surviving, but I'm not going to be one of them niggas to be like, oh, we killing each other, we're all the problem. But we're part of the problem that's going on with each other because we're strong enough to stand together.
Even if you're not out here killing someone, if you're honestly, well, I'm going to just stay in my house and I'm not, if you're not part of the solution, then yes, you too are part of the problem.
That's a fact. So, yes, we need to continue to do better, and I won't let episodes go by without talking about it. In other news, the Made in America tour that Jay-Z had, the mayor's been trying to stop him in Philadelphia, and it's a news article on it. I'm going to let y'all read that on y'all's own, but I think it is disgusting that the mayor, and I'm not going to let him get away without his name being said, that he's tried to shut this down in the past, even though I'm going to read, shout out to Hip Hop DX. They don't get enough credit. A lot of these popular bloggers and stuff that use these facts and TMZ, they're going to these websites to use these and spew these without giving them credit. But I just want to say the festival, Here I go again. The festival.
The festival.
Yeah, the festival. It JG Festival 2000 May tour. It raised over $102.8 million.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
It's had an impact on Philadelphia, and the festival has paid $3.4 million in rent to the city for people who could not afford it. And this is something that the mayor, and his mayor is Mayor Kenny, I think his name is. Let me get his name here. Mayor Jim Kenney, who's a dick. Of Philadelphia has officially made it. He moved it so it can no longer be can be held where it's been held at in the festival, bringing money just for several years since 2012, and from its home in Benjamin Franklin Parkway. So I think something should be started for that, because Mayor Kenny's a dick. Fuck him. So I just want to say that. And I think
everybody in the area make sure his ass don't get back in office again. Please and thank you.
There you go. Okay, so let's get into this music news. Kanye West versus Drake beef. Y'all all should know exactly where this has went. I think that it is crazy that, if you think about how it started, we heard Infrared, he took a shot, then the Duffy freestyle came out that was beautiful, and we like, damn, like my line in there was, how are you running behind niggas than you older than? And I was like, oh my God, he's just ethering this nigga. Oh, hot. And then the story of Adidon came out, which talked about Drake hiding a child and having a child with a porn star, and his mom never being able to find love, and his daddy's being paraded around after he left her in these Steve Harvey suits. And it was just like, it was a step back from the ghostwriting. You're like, damn, how did you know this, Pusha T? And then it comes out on Kanye West's album after the whole, Jay Prince said, hey, I'm gonna dead this shit. It's gonna go somewhere else if Drake releases this record. Drake's Scorpion album comes out, and essentially he says, if you read between the lines of the album, he's saying, I went up there to pin the sheets. That's why I was saying I was appalled. I went up there really to pin the sheets. To put pen to sheets is Drake's cool way of saying I was helping write on Kanye West's album, the 5 albums he was working on for Nas, Tiana Taylor, Pusha T, himself, and Kid Cudi. He said, I was helping him write for his own album, I Leave, and then you allow Pusha T, the album you're making beats for, producing and recording yourself, you allow him to take shots at me and my label. How dare you? I'm appalled. Most of the shots were not at Pusha. We thought they were, but they were actually at Kanye West, because he's like, how dare you betray me like that? Like, what the fuck is going on?
And he said, I let you sit there. He was like, I gave you words to even put, you know what I'm saying? I gave you game to.
Yeah, and he's like, how dare you
let you repeat?
How you dare bring up the Quentin Miller line like it was written like Nas but penned from Quentin, which was an amazing line that Pusha T used. But it's like, how dare you say that when I'm writing lines for your boss for his album that y'all haven't even released yet? And then because I've done this, I've been working on my album Feed the People, and I meet up with somebody and they shout out to somebody like Big Black. And they're like, hey, I want to hear something. And I'm like, well, let me let you hear something. And then you put out something. You allow somebody to diss me and you give them information that I gave you about my baby, because I guess he had a rollout coming, which is a dope song on his album. And I get it. Kanye West said, hey, this nigga got a son. He's trying to roll out with Adidas instead of admitting he got a child. And when you got lines like, I couldn't be out here with a kid still kidding around, and you got a kid by a porn star who you've only met twice.
Really, nigga?
It's crazy. And I think that...
You did more than meet her.
Yeah, that's correct. But the whole story, yeah. But anyway, looking at it with that light, if Drake would have kind of explained this cleverly before the album came out, I think maybe that would have been dope without going for the kill. Because I'm thinking the information he got on Kanye West probably has something to do with Kim Kardashian.
No, God!
And his family.
No, God, please, no!
and maybe I don't know. I'm not even going. I don't want to speculate too much in that because I still want to get into hip hop. I want to shut myself down on some old shit, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not going to talk about that man's wife, but it must have been something pretty damaging. But that's where we at with it now. Drake's album we'll get into in a minute. Also, in other news, Quentin Miller was on Everyday Struggle. I think it's fucked up. You ghostwrite for Drake, get dropped from OVO. You can't make it as an artist yourself. You get in an accident and lose your leg, and now you're back out trying to push your music. And he does sound monotone. I agree with DJ Academics there. I've listened to some of the songs, but he's a clever writer. And I think that he should continue to pen and work if you want to be an artist, bro. I hear a lot of niggas out here who sound much better than you as far as their delivery may be, but they're trash as far as what they writing and catchiness. So keep pushing forward, bro. You'll make it, Fuck that.
Do you?
Yeah, do you. Stevie J and Faith Evans married. Stevie J and Faith Evans married.
I don't even know what the plum fuck, man.
I'm thinking a new episode of some show is coming out on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know. I'm hoping so. But I just think that the way I still look at her is royalty with the best rapper ever to have rapped in Notorious B.I.G., you being his wife and having a child by him. I think that I would expect you to be with somebody else other than that filth that is Stevie J. And that's just keeping it a stack, you hip-hop royalty. And I think that you could do better. So, but if y'all are love and happiness and he maybe, he's acting a character to get that bag, y'all do you, but it seems
weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Future wants credit for molding current rappers. So again, we're talking about Kryptonite, and that is the fame, the allure, the credit. That's people's kryptonite too. And I think that Future, he has some valid points because I didn't think he was even going to be here this long. And he's here, and he has a couple songs that I actually like.
And there are a couple of artists out here that sound just like Future.
But here's my problem. Future. There's an artist by the name of T-Pain. And I would like to say that if he had never came out, you would never exist, period. So while we're letting light be shown for artists that may have copied off of you, your entire blueprint, you just took it a different way. You used it where T-Pain may have been lighter, drinking at the party, kicking it, actually rapping, us being able to understand what he's saying, singing and creating these hooks and features for hundreds, literally 100 or more songs. You took that and you made it more trap heavy and you gave it a more darker tone. And I'm not disrespecting what you did, but let's be clear, you copied off of, I mean,
T-Pain.
There we go.
So while you want credit, give credit where it's due.
Facts. Jada can sign a Rock Nation on the low.
Jada.
That's my nigga. That was my best. That's the best Jada I got. I think this is great. I like him with Jay. I think that he's found a new breath. I think one time you were talking about producer credits for something you were doing with school, and you were trying to think who Jadakiss did an album with just recently, and it was fabulous. The Freddie versus Jason project. So, which is a great project, by the way. And shout out to your professor who had some production credits on there. That project is fire. So, yeah, but Jadakiss, I think this is going to be a good look, and he'll be able to push forward because he's in my top 10 as lyricists, top MCs today. So, shout out to him. All right, and selfless plug, Feed the People will be dropping. And
shameless promotion.
It may already be out by the time you hear this episode. It is an amazing
project.
But it's really good. It's a really good project.
Oh, wait, it might be.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, because we edit and do everything in-house, so who knows. But it's a great project.
Actually, now that I'm looking at the date, I'm like, it actually might be.
It has... I'll do a quick shout out for everybody who was on there that helped with it. It has Perp Grizzly, Eddie Vice, Nice Alone. It definitely has I Am Ty. And it definitely has shout out to Demeech. He is incredible on there. And then also shout out to... I'm sorry, I'm smoking this good right now, but T-Bell and the whole what he did with Numb helping me on there is incredible. And then the album would not have been an album without our first lady, Miss Pursley, who was amazing on several tracks on the album.
Thank you.
So I appreciate that. And we'll get into that. I'm going to have a full little episode where I'll probably be going over the album and playing it for y'all and kind of just talking about my mindset with it. We'll figure out something with that. Music reviews. Nasir's album. I'm going to make these kind of quick. Nasir's album, Nas. Y'all know that Nas is my favorite artist breathing. Biggie is the only artist I think that is better than him lyrically, painting-wise, cadence, delivery, flow, texture, beat choice, everything. I think the only person who has him beat in every one of those categories is Biggie. But other than that, Nas's album, I was very excited to hear Nas's project. We remember Nas's album Done was one of the dopest songs on DJ Khaled's album. And I could argue that song is better than every song on Nas's 7-song album produced by Kanye West. While I do love where Nas took me lyrically, and I go back to that album for Gems, which I do, period, he's one of the reasons I rap and am as talented as people say they feel I am. At the same time, I think that it was rushed. It felt rushed. I didn't like all of the beat selections, and it should have been more songs, period. Pusha T's album Daytona, I really like. I think it flowed a little bit better than Nas's album.
Yeah, I like Pusha T. I didn't make it all the way through Nas's album. I ain't gonna lie. So, I'll have to review it at another time. I just couldn't. I was just like, It was just something. I don't know. Yeah. I couldn't really fuck with it. I mean, I just wasn't in a space to really listen to it, so I didn't. Pusha T's album, though,
fire.
Oh, hot.
Fire. And it feels very fire. Like some music I'm going to turn on in the X5, hit the road.
Hot.
Yeah,
fire.
It's dope. I fuck with that. I definitely fuck with Daytona. Chance dropped 4 songs. We got a chance to listen to those.
I got you a good 1 out of 4.
So I Might Need Security with the Jamie Foxx is fire. I'm not gonna lie. That's the first song I heard. I'm like, yes, you're in a bag, bro. And you're talking about aggressive shit. I fuck with it. When it came to the other song, Workout, I kind of halfway like that. He's talking about shit working out. That was cool. And then the other 2 songs, I don't even remember the name.
Weird as fuck.
Yeah, he gets too into that Chance bag where he wants to sing it. And
I don't know.
It's amazing. So yeah, Meek Mill. I want to talk about you, sir. Phenomenal work on all of the songs. The Miguel track you got with.
I'm sorry that your songs got leaked, but I'm happy they got leaked.
That Miguel Stay Woke song, one of my favorite songs you've ever made already.
Yoga lame.
I've worked out to that. And then when I seen I've worked out, I cleaned up to that. I'm out riding to that. That's a phenomenal song. And when I watched the visual, I played it for Purrs as well on BET.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Very enjoyable visual.
Yeah, it's goosebumps. And then I hear the song that you got with Jeremiah and PNB Rock, also fire. You have a dope project coming out, and I'm sorry the songs got leaked, but I like the Milfidelia.
Wow.
With Swiss Beats. It's just a dope project.
Yeah.
Drake Scorpion. I'm gonna do a quick trash real quick. Cardi B's album is trash. I'm sorry, y'all. I've tried to listen to it several times. Maybe it's just not for me, but I'm not fucking with the album.
I don't fuck with you.
It's not. It's not for him.
No. Drake Scorpion album. Now, I just want to.
I like Cardi. I mean, I don't know about the entire, but there's a good amount of it that I like. Like, I like it. It's something that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. That's why I said I'm not going, but to me, it was Tridash, Basura. It had about 4 songs on there I like, but it seems it didn't seem, I'm not going to waste too much time on that. It was not good for me. But,
it wasn't for, I don't think it's really for
a guy. It might not be for
dudes.
niggas. Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think it is.
So, yeah, there we go.
So I fucks with Cardi B. Like I said, I've been fucking with Cardi B for a long while.
And I like the features. I like a lot of the songs she did.
Yeah, I like what she's doing. I think, keep it up.
Yeah,
go ahead, girl.
Keep going. I'm not mad. I'm not hating. Drake Scorpion album. Now, it's a 2-disc album. Everybody, I'm sure, has heard this album by now. At first, when I first heard it, I was like, the rap side I'm really fucking with, but I didn't think that I liked enough of it to be good. I was like, eh. And then songs started growing on me like a motherfucker. And I'm liking the intro. I hate the song Elevate. I'll always hate that song. I do like the second song on there. That's dope as fuck. I'll do a quick one. I'll just go through the names of the songs and so y'all will know which songs I like and which songs I do not. Because I want to give the reason why I'm even giving this type of review on this project right now. Survival's dope. I like that song. These are the songs that I think is fire. The intro, dope. Nonstop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
this is my shit. Elevate. I told you guys I hate Elevate. I think it's a terrible song. Elevate. Yeah, that's terrible. Emotionless. It's just fire. That was a great song.
That's dope.
That was a great song. And great bars, taking shots at niggas. I fuck with that. God's Plan.
Love it.
Of course. I'm Upset.
Love it.
8 out of 10. I absolutely
Love
like
it.
this song. Mob Ties.
Love it.
Yes. Can't Take a Joke. Bounce that shit back if you bounce.
Love it.
Now, Sandra's Rose, I did not care for this song. I don't know why. I just didn't. It didn't really.
Love it.
It has some bars in it. Talk Up featuring Jay-Z. I hated this song. And I don't know why a Jay-Z song I would hate like this, but it wasn't enjoyable to me.
It was okay.
Is There More, the outro? Drake is so fire in making intros and outros usually. He does not miss with this. It's my favorite song on the album. I like his perspective songs.
I love the majority of the songs on the rap side. Like there's only a couple that I don't like.
What is majority?
The majority. Majority.
Whoa! I just... Shut the fuck! Oh, you know you getting killed for that. I thought majority was a word. I'm like, so explain this to us.
The majority.
The majority. Okay.
I'm stuffy.
Okay. That's fire. Peak. I hated this song at first. And then I started, You Gonna Make Me Turn Up On You.
Oh my gosh.
I like that. I like that.
Stop singing.
You chill out. Because Drake can't sing for real. That's the producer. Summer Games is terrible. I hate that. Jaded. I like Jaded. Girls from this side, girls from this side, girls from this side. I like this song. He's talking about the young chick that played him. Nice for What?
Love, love, love.
We know Nice for What. That's a
absolutely winner. Adore.
I love this song, Finesse.
Yes.
This is
super
dope. This is Take Care Drake. That goes back to that. To me, I love this vibe. This is just super fire. Yeah. We're going to just let him get the first note out because it is fire. Go ahead. I want my baby to have your eyes. I'm going against my own advice. Damn. Okay, thank you, Drake. Ratchet Happy Birthday. Why this song I think was utterly trash. It has grew on me slightly.
I don't like it
in
at all.
form of novelty. So, but it isn't that dope. That's How You Feel. I actually like this song too. This feels very Nothing Was the Same to me.
It's alright.
Blue Tent with Future on it. This is a fire song.
Hated it.
This is just one of my favorite songs. Of course, everyone knows this.
And I thought this song was a joke.
Oh, no.
I'm not a fan
this shit is fire as hell.
Not a fan.
I knew this was the single when I first heard it. I was like, yo, this is fire. Kiki. Right?
Okay, let it go.
Okay. And then Don't Matter with Michael Jackson. It's one of those songs I find myself drifting off to. It could have been better.
It could have been better. It sounds like somebody recreated Michael Jackson's
I just
voice. I don't like it. It doesn't sound authentic, and I get it, but I get the why it doesn't. But I don't know. I don't know.
It just even feels awkward.
It should have been mixed better.
I don't know.
His vocals should have.
Now,
I don't know.
After Dark is fucking dope with Ty Dolla $ign. I love this song, and the
this song is actually cool.
Now, Drake, I want to say this. I'm gonna
It's
stop
aight.
here. The dope shit about your album, that radio skit after that with Al Wood and The Storm embracing you in my
Genius.
storm. Fucking genius, bro. That shit is shit that makes an album a classic. I say all this to say that with the album. This album is arguably to me Drake's third or second best album he's ever came out with. It obviously is a double disc, so it's a lot. But when I'm listening, even as I'm sitting here playing back all these songs, now I'm going over, I'm like, bro, out of a total of 25 songs, it may be 6 that I don't like. That's a fucking great number of songs, bro. So I will say right now, Drake, congratulations.
Yeah, kudos.
A phenomenal project. What else do I want to talk about as far, we are flying along. TV shows and flicks, not a whole bunch of them. I'm excited to see the new Friday now. It seems like that is something that's coming out. I will be watching the Uncle Drew movie that'll be coming out and give you guys a full review.
I will be
on
checking the little mini series that they're doing for The Purge on television event, The Purge. I will be checking that out.
I haven't even seen the third Purge yet, so I'll definitely be checking that out and let you guys know what I end up seeing of that. Well, I'll watch that with Purge.
Well, there's the first Purge, the movie coming out, and then there's also the television series of The Purge. Yeah,
so we'll check that out. Luke Cage is back. At first, I thought people hadn't been as high on it as it sounded like before, but
I don't really like it.
I think it's a lot going on. When I watched it, I'm already hooked now at the end of the first episode. So shout out to you. Quantico is amazing.
That's my show.
Do not cancel Quantico.
Waiting on the next season 4 of Mr. Robot.
Facts. Mr. Robot, definitely waiting on that. Okay, so we wouldn't be us without Resurrect 1.
You already know.
If we're going to close out, here are the Resurrect ones. And I want to see what you guys will post as well. I'm going to definitely have this on Twitter. But Gorilla Zoe, Young Jock, and Chingy. So I'm going to let Purrs go first. And I'll give the drum roll. If she had to pick one, Resurrect one again, you get to pick one. They come back right now with relevant songs. And their career will start anew. And your answer is
Chingy. Okay. Why your eyes so chinky?
I can't even be mad at that. I can't even be mad at Chingy because when I'm looking at this list, Young Jock after that fuck shit with dressing up in the dress and all of that.
And the hairdo.
And the hair, yeah.
The hairdo was already enough. Let me stop.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for you. Gorilla Zoe, you weren't there. You do have some songs I like. I think you would have had an interesting career. And oddly enough, I think out of all of the three, right now, your sound would work best with the kind of hip hop, the emo hop and shit that we're kind of doing.
Yeah, Gorilla
right
Zoe
now.
was dope. Like, yeah, I just love Chingy.
But Chingy, you did end up having a ton of classics. And I fucked with your music, so I would say if I had to pick one, I'll probably I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna go with Gorilla Zoe. I think Gorilla Zoe. I would like to hear him. I pick him now.
That's a good pick.
And Flashback Flick.
Yes, it's my segment.
Go ahead. Tell us what that is. Tell us what the Flashback Flick is.
So the Flashback Flick is exactly that. It's a movie that you guys should check out and just do the generation gap and new movies coming out all the time. You've always got to go back and look at an old school classic, right? So my pick for, of course, because they're remaking it right now, as if all of the other ridiculous remakes of Halloween never existed, is the original Halloween.
Okay.
So you got to definitely go back and see the first Halloween so you can see how Jamie Lee Curtis made it out in the first place. And then my second flashback flick that you guys definitely should go and rewatch is Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
That is fire. Now, I just only want to interject in here and say shout out to Dr. Bob. Shout out to my Uncle Bob. He got me hip to this because I was, a kid back then. But if I'm correct on this, one of the characters in there is like Baby Raiden, right? Didn't he have?
Yeah.
That hooked me because this is Mortal Kombat one time for me. I'm a kid, and I seen Baby Raiden, and I'm like, wait, he has.
I don't know if I necessarily call him Baby Raiden.
Well, no,
but,
I mean to me, back then, that's all, it would be an insult to them making the movie. But I was just like, they have powers. And it's element powers. That's my shit. Like, we're tapping into my DNA at an early age there. So that is a great movie.
Great movie.
And it had humor to it. I have not watched it literally probably in, I'd say, at least 18 to 19, maybe 20 years.
And
I may have only seen it the one time as a kid.
There's a couple movies that I've gone back to go like rewatch that I know I really loved as a kid. And then I was like, yo, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
But that movie is still funny.
I'm going to watch it. I'll check that out. And if I had to pick one, Maximum Overdrive, it's another movie. It was before my time, but I got a chance to really see it. It's appliances taking over and killing people, having a mind of their own.
It's the trucks and stuff too.
Yeah, the cars too.
It's not your appliances, it's your trucks and cars.
Yeah, I think that movie could go and work really well in today's time. And I think that it could be something where the internet has become smart enough to be a person, and it starts, the IP address is how it starts. It makes a master IP address that talks to everyone's IP address. And for those out there that don't know what IP addresses is, it's just like your driver's license to allow you, or your license plate on your car, to travel, if you think of the internet as the world, travel across the country or the world, wherever you're at, and get around. So everything has an IP address: your watch, your phone, your TV, anything that gets on the internet. So if all of your cars now that have Wi-Fi built into them, that, if you think of those devices being able to turn on you, you would be fucked. And you could even do it. It would work with house appliances, because everyone's house appliances now. Shouts
out to Supernatural, because they actually had an episode about a guy like going into the Wi-Fi, and that's how he was killing people using Wi-Fi. So yeah.
So I think that this would work right now. If this movie does come out, I do want some credit. I will sue the fuck out of everyone because I'm poor still. So don't fucking play with me by any means. So that would be, shout out to Purs. That was Flashback Flick. I think that will be a new segment that we'll have on every episode to go with Resurrect 1. And we'll have dope other segments. We'll ask y'all what segments should we ask. But we'll wrap the episode up with that. I wanted to conclude with us just talking about forms of kryptonite, because we always talk about the themed episode. And we've kind of went over some of the people, celebrities having kryptonite, politicians, power, fame, money, and relevancy. And I'd say my kryptonite is one of them, is just a good deal. Like, I'm fucking addicted to offer up and let go. I used to be a Craigslist head. I've only had one experience where niggas tried to get over me, and there was some young dudes. They was like 12 and 13, and they didn't get over on me. But other than that, out of years of doing it, like, even with the let go and shit, it's just a good deal. Even if you don't have the bread for something, you like, yo, I can't pass up on, a MacBook for $400 right now. You know what I mean? Let me make a move so I can get this. And I think that that's one of my kryptonites, is that, and time management, and chocolate big booty women as well. That is also a kryptonite. I'm extremely.
Oh my gosh.
The flesh is weak.
Anyways.
So weak.
Moving on.
But definitely time management is another huge one for me. Time is my kryptonite because I can use it so carelessly. And when there's so many things that have to be accomplished, I think that can be a huge kryptonite for me. And then it's been people in my life that have been kryptonites, for bad or for good, women and men, people who I should have cut off that I grew up with, and I didn't cut you off, and I'm like, damn, nigga, you really have been a detriment. Or a woman that I should have never engaged myself with, or somebody that I just always will be open to help out.
Probably one of those chocolate big booty women.
There we go, that's a fact. So, yeah, those are just some of my kryptonites, and those are things that I want to work on, especially as I pursue, this career in music and entertainment. It's going to be interesting to see how I can, either improve on those or if they'll be a detriment to me at some point.
So my kryptonite, I'll just mention one.
Okay.
Is being right. So, I have to, me being right is very important. Even if your feelings are hurt at the end of my explanation or demonstration, The fact that you understand my rightness is really what it matters to me. And I've damaged relationships as a result of that desire and need to be right. So I'm definitely working on that.
They're kryptonites, man. And I think that when we're honest with ourselves and we say, hey, these are things that we have issue with, sometimes you're not going to be able to just get rid of a kryptonite. But if you're aware of it, you'll be able to make better choices when it's around.
Exactly.
And I want to say shout out to everyone. We're back. I hope that this episode finds you, whether you're in the car on the way to work, leaving work, heading home, at home, trying to just catch some moments of something other than the bullshit that's around you. However you find this might be something that starts your day off right. This might be something that ends it even better. This might be something that'll end up one day being talked about.
This might be something that's going to LA with LeBron.
This might be something that is going nowhere. The podcast. By any means, entertainment.
BM.
Dope Boys Music. Blessings to all. I wanted to bring everybody up to speed to what's going on at the same time. There's a music shift happening. The rival's begun. By any means, a global trust. And this is Feed the People. It's upon us. I'm People's 330. I got some audio watercolors for our canvas this morning. Okay, let me talk to y'all. I'm usually asleep when the sun rises, but we switching it up. Turkey, bacon, and grits, whipping it up. Batter for Belgium waffles, mixing it up. The whole family gotta eat, that's how we giving it up. The whole family gotta eat, that's how we giving it up. The whole family gotta eat, that's how we giving it up.